Please, state your business. Again? You really like killing. Go chop off some heads.
I just heard that some old man named Morris showed up at the keep, dragging the head of bald Kate just so he could be with his wife in the horns. Can you imagine? I still can't tell whether it's bravery or he's just out of his mind. Probably. There are a few retired keepers living there. They might tell you about the good old days if you ask them nicely. There are also some refugees from north of the island, since we had nowhere else to put them. I don't really know much about what's going on in that place. I just make sure they have everything they need. People fleeing from bandits, from the weirdness, you name it. I wasn't exaggerating when I said we were the last beacon. For these people, we are. Don't know how many more we can.
You? Ah, shit. Another mouth to feed. Fьяргас must have been off his rocker if he thinks I can feed I'm serious. If we don't open the keep soon, not that I can't cook them in a way that makes you think it's chicken. Oh, this is new. Maybe we'll get along after all. The dimwits here never want to learn. Only eat. It's a good thing you didn't start with calm down. Yeah, I'm pissed off. Because our gracious sovereigns recently they say they're running from the weirdness. So now I have even more hungry mouths to feed. And since the captain ordered the letdown of our keep, of course, I can make you 1,000 different dishes based on fish and grouts. Well, an adventurer are you? I'm good for now. But if you find something interesting, and as a sign of goodwill, I'll allow you free reign of... Oh, you're trying to piss me off, aren't you? If you don't like my food, then... What do you think they serve on the coast? The same damn thing as here. Bloody fish! Just don't cut. In the fishing village. That's where the guards retire, to sit on... Then go sit there for a week or two, if you're such an adventurer. Let's see if... Hell no! I'd rather stay useful here, and drop dead at my stove than waste. If someone's still fit to work, but chooses to laze around all day instead, they should be kicked out!
Welcome to the Museum of the Horns of... My name is Ridderick, and I will be happy to introduce you to... I'd also like to bring your attention to our numerous exhibits. Do you mean the document with information about the course, weather? More specifically, the document from the bridge of the Andraste, which sank... Here it is, though I doubt those records will tell you anything, since the weirdness... Oh, no, we know that. You should have mentioned that you're looking for the wreck of the Andraste rather than the logbook. Every keeper knows that the Andraste was swallowed by the ocean. It's near what's currently known as Smuggler's Bay. Here, I'll mark it on your map. The museum holds a collection of 72 items of this. The collection includes big and small items that represent the world surrounding the keepers of the Horns of the South. Here you will find militaria, craft tools, everyday objects. I'd say all exhibits are worthy of your attention, but I could point you to the ones I personally think. Those would be the items that used to belong to Sewell Firstfoot. We have his signal hall. What is also worth mentioning is the tableware. Yes, it's remarkable, isn't it? You can find Sewell's boots were sewn from 3 pieces of tanned calfskin, tied on the outer side of each shoe. You can find a decorative brass buckle with the motif of the Camelotian. It means that even the keepers of that time must have realized the historical value of... It is indeed. The horn was used by Sewell during wartime, not only for signaling, but also for intimidation. It has a brass mouthpiece and silver fittings on its wider side and at the middle. It began in the year 5. It took them years of tremendous effort to finally open an institution devoted. I don't doubt it. Since Sewell Firstfoot was drawing on available sources, we can claim with almost absolute certainty, as you can probably guess, that's... Of course not. That was just the first. Sewell was an outstanding commander whose strategic mind, brave. He was also the founder of the Horns of the South, so I can say with absolute... Really? Do you mean it? Usually people only come here when they've had too much to drink and decided that it'd be fun to come over and start mock. The last person who seemed to actually be interested in the museum was Lady Eleyne. We talked a bit about Captain Lex. It was described in The Last Voyage of the Andraste. An interesting read, although Oh, that's excellent. I have a lot of respect for that kind of... But if you happen upon any interesting objects...
What a nice day. Oh, not really. People used to come and go. Now and then a ship would make a stop at the village below, but now that I think of it, you're the first they've let in. What'd you do? Who? Oh, so you have friends in Camelot. Good for you. Of course I do. Those pins are peak craftsmanship, and very rare at that. We only gave them out on camp, but when I look at you, well, it's pretty obvious you wouldn't be able to beat a knight. And even if you found one already dead, you'd... Either way, good for you. Yeah, after we lost 2 squads trying to take back the All-Mother's Temple from the Dalrita, our captain, then he shut himself in his office. Without leap, Fьяргас is trying to keep the lads occupied, but... just look around. Sometimes I wonder, you know, how many things can go wrong at the same time. It's like we've done something to anger the gods, and they're taking... First, we started hearing that the weirdness was spreading near Grubwood. Soon after that, desperate people. It took a lot. Then, the Dalrita tribes took over the All-Mother's Temple. And after that, the supply, and so on and so forth. We're in quite a pickle, my friend. We've started betting on what's going to happen next. Yes, that damn forest north of here was already cursed and creepy. But now, they say that some men here started going dark up north. And when the weirdness gets here, well, we're fucked. But... that's... I don't know. It's hard to explain. They kept to themselves, then something happened, and suddenly we saw ships arriving near our eastern shores. One good thing is that the bandits aren't up to fighting with them. One bad thing... truth be told, most of them are just people. When the villages started dying out because of the weirdness, hunger, or raids, so they banded together and started raiding whatever was left. Then they turned to killing each other. They're like rabid wolves. I heard that Dew fell down the stairs and didn't break a single bone. Stay sharp. Stay sharp. This is going to hurt. This is my lucky day.
do you think you're going? Oh, really? Lying to Dalrita? You've got guts, but no honor. Lucky for you, I'm always willing to give people a chance to earn it back. Good. Come back if you want me to beat you to a pulp again. You again? What now? No. Ha! How could I say no to that? Try harder than that, little one. You again? What now? Ha! How could I say no to that? Someone bested me. I guess I really have gotten rusty. Still, a win is a win. You can pass through. Just don't do anything stupid. Fran's berserkers have even less patience than I do. So, did you get what you needed from Vran, or are you sticking around? What's there to like? They only come to take. Our steel, our warriors. They never bring anything good in return. Felt like everything was falling apart back home. After Gunvalder was wiped out, nothing was It felt like we were all just waiting for the other shoe to drop. Made me feel useless. Aye, I do. It's home. Plus, it's too blood... Do I look like someone with a plan? Where they go, I follow. As long as I'm useful. Oh, weird place, this. But maybe a pict or two every so often, but they're a different kind of strange. See you around, I guess.
Why is everything always such a hassle? Too quiet.
Don't trust candies.
stealing or killing. That's a crime in these lands. But we don't throw men in cages. We fight them. No more talk then. Let's see what you've got. No prison. Just you, me, and the truth we find in the fight. Then you've got no place here. Not until you grow a spine. Come back when you're ready to face this like a real one.
You better step.
You didn't face justice. You don't get to walk among us. Then stand and fight. Let's get it done.
armor won't save you.
Step it up.
You didn't face justice. You don't get to walk among us. Then stand and fight. Let's get it done.
Unbelievable. The book clearly described a figure like a menhir. Oh, no. I never thought it could be. Elvis never described him as a living, intelligent creature. More like a piece of furniture. And there was so much we could have learned from him. Well, that doesn't change the fact that I was terribly wrong. Oh, what a silly old goose I've turned out to. Here, take these coins as a token of my gratitude. Although the knowledge you found is invaluable. Could you do something for me, child? It concerns my necklace. It was a gift from... Unfortunately, the chain broke a while ago, so... Would you be so kind, child, and find out if my necklace has... Thank you, my child.
Always good to have a little rest. Oi, friend! What does a blacksmith thank you? It's my... Ah, that thing. Listen, my hands, they aren't made for delicate work. Eleyne asked me very nicely, so I really wanted to help. It's a task that requires precision. If I started tinkering with the necklace... For a delicate thing like this, you don't want someone who hammers iron all day. You need someone who really knows how to work. But where you could find someone like that around here? There are a couple of new faces in the village, so I guess you could ask around. But I doubt any... Safe travels, my friend. Take the necklace and tell Eleyne that I'm sorry I couldn't help. But if she ever needs to fix an axe or some plate armor...
Oh, a new face. It's always nice to see someone... Yes, my apologies. Ever since breakfast today, you see, all we got here is venison and fish. Venison, then fish. I could live with it, and I'd kill for a slice of that. As if it were that easy. And Rorik, the one we have here, well, he says we're... Really? Sure.
Berg's no more. Poor bastard. Hard to believe we... Glad you tried to help. You asking me? Get moving, then.
Keep your wits about. Stay sharp. We'll make short work. We'll make short work. Your road ends here.
I cannot say for certain. It seems familiar.
I do not feel my soul bound to it. Something lingers beyond this gate. We'll find the truth soon enough. How could I? It took place after my... Yet I believe they did what had to be done. If the Four-Dweller was a... You do not understand how dreadful these creatures... We cannot fault these people for defense. This place holds a fragment of who I was. I feel its weight. Let's not leave without it. That's a question better suited for Merlin if... I always thought it was where his druids got drunk and danced naked in the moonlight. Gave me an entire lecture about the delicate balance of life that, he claimed, was what the Cromlechs were meant to be. The heart of their power. Still, he never invited me to any of their celebrations. I suppose it has. But do not worry, my friend. Let us walk this path and make me whole again. I will restore this. It's more than a sword. It's a prop. It wasn't just mine. It belonged to Avalon. But Excalibur is also a burden. It demands...
Face justice. You don't get to walk among us. No more talk then. Let's see what you've got. Rita, you don't explain yourself. You prove yourself. That's the honest way. Let the fight clear your name. The tribe calls it crime. You get one chance to answer. With your fists or your blade. Alright. Prove yourself. And this ends clean.
My bones itch for battle.
Someone's bound to start trouble.
Oi, keep your hands where I can see them. You've got balls to come here, but what? son of a bitch. Aye, I once smacked him in the mouth after he tried to set his wolves on me. Bloody ghostly shite. You also play around with... Yeah, to cowards and wimps. If you use it, you're right. What are you doing here? Then you have a problem. Because the temple belongs to One Eye now, and he told us to sit out here on our arses and make... But I really hope you'll try. At least I can warm myself up by chopping off your head. Oh, you want an understanding? With me, a war...
Why is everything always such a hassle?
Still doesn't tell me anything. First, he showed up here like a dimwit. Now you're walking around camp like it's... I look into your eyes and I don't know whether you're made of steel or you're just... But you are here. And Maven didn't chop you to pieces with her axe. The runes... I guess that has to be enough. For now.
If you need something, talk to Vran. She's in charge. The woman. What of it? The Dalriata are not like those in Camelot. We don't make women wear frocks and sit at home. And if they have names, it means they earned them like all other Dalriata. Vran was chosen by one.
I don't need to tell you anything. Just wait and see for yourself. When the Go. Bring glory to your ancestors. Therov will be waiting.
You handled Maven well. Was a sight to see since you're here. But welcome to the camp. I'm so dead. His name's Rogov. Not long. I asked Therov, our mage, if there's any. Nobody really knows. I mean, he walks up. Therov claims there isn't. There's got to be a way. And if anyone would know about curing magic. But where are my manners?
Could use some action.
If nothing happens by nightfall, I'm starting a brawl. Well. I never thought I'd see Maven flatten her back. Especially no by the handy an outsider. Now, what business do you have that's so important? So, you're after that snake, huh? I've been telling One Eye he's nothing but trouble. Sure enough, it didn't take long for another outsider to show up at my camp. Sometimes, I hate being right. That man doesn't have a single honest bone in his body. He came here to make deals with us. And who knows, maybe he'll stick to his word, but I don't trust him. Once a traitor, always a traitor. No matter. Still, I've sworn my loyalty to One Eye, and I'll stand anyway. He's at the temple. And before you ask, no, you can't get in unless you're ready to face my berserkers. I'm not sure yet. First, I need to see if you're... I'm not about to share our secrets with somebody that's only half committed. I've got a potion from Therov, made for my warriors. He claims his alchemy is better than what the thing is. I don't fully trust his brews, so I need somebody else to test this one for me. Here, drink up. So, how are you feeling? What the hell? Damn it, Therov. I wasn't expecting this. I don't know what you're trying to say. Just come sit by the fire with me. It should wear off soon. Feeling better now? Try saying something. Exactly why I've always told Therov he's full of shit. He's chasing the impossible. I knew it wouldn't work, but at least I wasn't expecting you to just go along with it. No Voker would accept a potion like that from an outsider. No, I can see you're reckless, but I still don't know if I can trust you. Lucky for you, there's a rather, turns out, I need some help. One Eye wants to make nice with the keepers, though if you ask me, no level in their precious pile of rocks to the ground is nice enough already. But he says that's no enough. He's looking to make a gesture of goodwill, show them we're not here to conquer but to... And he's put me in charge of picking out a gift to send to the Horns of the South. Camelot, of course. Who else is there? Acting like a damned plague and everything they touch turns to ash. It's a touch that rots the land. The people, nothing is safe. The sooner they're gone, the better for it. Aye, I've got one. I sent some of my men to hunt down bandits and told them to collect an ear. I thought of Ugwi make them into a necklace. But apparently, stringing ears on a wire is beneath his pride as an elf. Think you could help me put it together and deliver it to the Horns of the South? I know your lot thinks we're savages, but just so you know, it's how else would they know we've been helping? The keepers probably wouldn't notice fewer bandits. They barely leave their walls. If you've got a better idea, I'm all ear. I could have Ugwi forge an axe, but he doesn't see much difference between the Southerners and the Camlosian. Know that I blame him. I can't either. I just take One Eye's word that it exists. But I don't trust Ugwi not to somehow make it insulting. As for my people, the Voker stripped themselves of any meaning a long time ago. The only thing we have left is the Berserker potion. But that's too precious to just... That'll tell me what kind of man he is. If he thinks we're so dishonourable, I don't see a peaceful coexistence in our future. Maybe that vial would be worth the risk. What? You want the entire fortress to start quacking now? You know what happens when he's left unchecked. No. Therov's no an option. Besides, don't the folks of Camelot hate... You, of all people, should know I am. Aye. As much as I hate to admit it, you might be right. If they accept it, maybe they'll accept us. If no, so I'll need a few things for you. I'll handle the brewing. No, I couldn't. But I could give you the recipe for a different post. Now go, afore I change my... So, do you have what I asked for? Good. Now give me a moment. Here, take this package, but handle it carefully. This potion is the essence of my tribe. It's what makes us Volker. We were once a proud people, and this is the source of that pride. Parting with this vial is a show of our respect. Or rather, a promise that we'll respect their ways. I need you to understand this, and ensure they understand it too. Thank you. May Mother guide you, wherever she is. Ah, I almost forgot. I did promise you a recipe for a different potion. Here you go. Get on with it before I change my mind.
Someone's bound to start trouble.
What in the world is this supposed to be? Some kind of potion? We already have Hebo with his endless... Do we really need more dubious concoctions floating around? Peaceful, you say? The Dalriada, talking about peace. I never thought I'd hear the day. Well, pass on my thanks to them. Damn it. I don't really have anything worthy to send back. Wait a moment. How about, it's not a sacred potion, but food is food. Not something to scoff at nowadays. I just hope they won't take offense.
don't trust calm days. You're back. How did it go? What is this? A barrel of salted fish? We live up in the mountains. It's cold. Nobody's keen on freezing their arse off for hours just for us. It's a delicacy, even if it might not seem like much to them. But food is scarce everywhere, so this is a really thoughtful... Aye, to be honest, I wasn't expecting much. I figured the potion would just end up shattered on the stone. Maybe I was wrong about the Southerners. Maybe there's hope for peace in One Eye's plan after all. You head to the temple. I'll bring him the good news once you're... You must really like it here, huh? It's strange. I've spent most of my life barely seeing anybody who was an evoker, and I definitely haven't met many people willing to come up and chat up and... Or maybe yours is too crowded. Why? My tribe is lost. They've been stumbling around in the dark for years, but when even my own sister turned her back on me, I gave up. One Eye's campaign felt like a... Aye, an older one. I thought she'd help me bring the Voker back to what we used to be. She only cared about her books, no the tribe. We fought about it so much, until I finally told her to leave. My tribe believes Mither has abandoned us, that we deserve it. Maybe they're right, but I don't think the answer is just to give up and wait for death. We need to prove that we're... And I believe the best way to do that is by breaking Camelot's grip on Avalon. Because he has a goal that's worth fighting for, and he plans to achieve it. After living in a tribe with no... I'm not here to seek an honourable death. I want a better life. One... Stay out of trouble.
We need to make a plan. Camelot will soon figure out something's not right.
Don't fret. To the Dalriada, honor matters more than life itself. We gave you our word.
But do you realize taking this temple was a terrible idea, right? It's just gonna speed up Camelot's intervention.
Taking the temple was inevitable.
Why? Do you mean? What do you mean? Are you trying to provoke Camelot into invading? Or do you just not like the All-Mother?
We believe in the same goddess, but we call her Mirror.
That doesn't answer my question. What do you want? You don't look like you're from the tribes. How did you even get in here?
Whoever he is, I cannot say he lacks courage.
We don't usually take visitors, so he must have found a way to get here. Well, that seems to be a matter for the Horns of the South. I do not need to be involved. I trust you to know what should be shared, and what's best kept to yourself.
I don't know what kind of madness brought you here, flashing that pin, but my friend's right. You've got courage. So tell me, who are you, and what do you need from me? Ha! Good luck with that. Only King Arthur can wield Excalibur. Every fool on Avalon knows that. Ah, Caradoc. Well, that changes things. I had a feeling that pin you're waving around were his. Fine. Yes, every new captain gets a set of secrets passed down from his predecessor. And yes, one of those secrets, but nothing in life is free. You know that. Do something for me, and I might consider sharing our greatest secret with... Galahad the Pure is breathing down my neck, and I hate it when somebody's breathing. Even worse, One Eye's men says he's already set up camp at our old stronghold in the west. Galahad needs to die, obviously. That'll solve most of our problems. We'll just say he had an, well, unfortunate accident. I don't know, fell on a pitchfork or something, and sweep it under the rug, yeah? But then we can continue our talks with the tribes, and by the time anyone from Camelot decides to act, it'll be too late. I don't see any way out of this that doesn't end in open war between Camelot and the tribes. Not to mention, and I can't openly risk a coup. That would only make... So, as you can see, you're the only... In theory, the Horns of the South should be on an equal footing with the Round Table. But that's just... In reality, they've been trying to suppress us. And the fact they're funding most of our operations, you know, like building... Well, what's wrong with that? It's him or us. If we let him snoop around here any longer, he's going to uncover our plan to protect the South. And if that happens, trust me, you'll be going down. Yeah, it's that simple. I was afraid you might not be as smart as I hoped you were.
You're slower than I standing. Just getting started.
We need to make a plan. Camelot will soon figure out something's not right.
Don't fret. To the Dolly.
But do you realize taking this temple was a terrible...
Taking the temple was inevitable.
Why? Do you mean? What do you mean? Are you trying to provoke Camelot into invading?
We believe in the same goddess, but we...
That doesn't answer the question. What do you want? You don't look like you're from the tribes.
Whoever he is, I cannot say he lacks courage. Well, that seems to be a matter for the Horns of the South. I do not need to be... I trust you to know what should be shared and what's bad.
I don't know what kind of madness brought you here, flashing that pin, but my friend's right. You've got courage. Good luck with that. Only King Arthur can wield Excalibur. Ah, Caradoc. Well, that changes things. I had a feeling that pin you're waving around is. Fine. Yes, every new captain gets a set of secrets passed down from his predecessor. And yes, but nothing in life is free. You know that. Do something for me, and I might consider sharing. Galahad the Pure is breathing down my neck. And I hate it when somebody's... Even worse, One-Eye's men says he's already set up camp at our old stronghold in the west. Galahad needs to die, obviously. That'll solve most of our problems. We'll just say he had an unfortunate accident. I don't know, fell on a... Then we can continue our talks with the tribes, and by the time... In theory, the Horns of the South should be on an equal footing with the Round Table. In reality, they've been trying to suppress us. And the fact they're funding most of our operations, like Bill... Well, what's wrong with that? It's him, or if we let him snoop around here any longer, he's going to uncover our plan. And if that happens, trust me, you'll be going down with me. I don't see any way out of this that doesn't end in open war between Camelot and the... Not to mention, half of my men will probably end up burned at the stake for treason or some other... And I can't openly risk a coup. That would only make... So, as you can see, you're the only... Yeah, it's that simple. Just flash that pin to his guards. They'll let you in without a problem. And now, excuse me, I have things to do before the matter is settled.
Stop right there. Who are you? And what do you want here? It's Sir Galahad to you, vagrant. But it's true, this is our camp. We're his personal guard. But you won't be meeting tonight until you tell us why you're here. It's true that this pin obliges me to take you to the night. But did you actually earn it? Or did you just pluck it from a corpse? Well, that's for Galahad to decide. Go. But bear in mind that Galahad is not a patient man. I only hope your cause is worth his time. Otherwise, we'll be carrying you out in a sack. The door is open. You'll find Galahad inside. Try not to make him...
I can hear you. Who goes there? It's shiny, sure, but you clearly have no idea what you're doing. Waving a round table pin in front of a knight of the round table? Not that normally I throw you out for your arrogance and stupidity. But you're lucky. I've got a soft spot for boldness. And where'd you get it? You mean you found Caradoc's tomb and robbed it? Interesting. And when exactly did this happen? I see. Interesting. Very interesting. All right. So what do you want then? Ask them. That was the plan. It's my job to keep those lazy fish eaters in check. Camelotian gold flows to them, and I need to make sure they're doing something with it. But the Del Rita showing up. That made things more interesting. Their presence will bring down the South, and I don't let things fall apart on my watch. We're going to fight the Dalrita. We're driving that rabble out of the All-Mother's temple. And when we head home, we'll put their heads on pikes at the gates of the Forlorn Swords. That way the rest of those barbarians will know Camelot is still watching over them, even if we have to protect them from themselves. Oh, so you don't know? One Eye's a traitor. He's fooled the younger tribesmen with grand promises of uniting the tribes and marching north. The Council of Elders is still loyal to us. They want no part in a war. He's just a bandit, abandoned by his own people. When his village fell, no one came to help. And One Eye, like the rat he is, ran. I'm just here to finish what I started. And when the Elders see us take down One Eye, we won't need to worry about those savages for another 600 years. At the beginning, yes. But they're primitive. They don't respect order. They never will. They were supposed to watch the giants deliver iron and chase after their cousins through the tunnels, or whatever it is that tickles their fancy. But no, that wasn't enough for them. I've always thought Avalon would be better without them. Arthur probably gathered them all in one place, hoping they'd kill each other. But that didn't work, so we'll have to do this the hard way. The war's already here. It's been going on for a while. We're fighting each other in the west, and people are whispering about rebellion in the north. The last thing we need is united tribes. That's exactly why we need Camelot and the Horns of the South to be strong and united. You do know that the lighthouse of the Horns of the South works like a giant menhir, right? It's why we've ordered them to build another one to strengthen its power. As for how the Dalrita feel about the weirdness, I don't care. I'm here to protect our people, and those tribes are in the way. I know what people say about me. They think I'm a madman who burns everything, a butcher who hangs the innocent. I've heard it all. But I believe that only decisive action gets results. There's no room for mercy when it comes to insubordination, deserters, or heretics. It's the only way to prevent the fall of Avalon. The one on the left was questioning my orders. For some reason, he thought his opinions were more important than obedience in the middle of a war. They aren't. The one on the right decided Camelot wasn't paying enough, so he thought that was a good enough excuse to help himself to his comrades' pockets. It wasn't. Ask them. Denunciation, like loyalty, can be valuable. The key is knowing who deserves loyalty and who needs to be. I appreciate you telling me, but unfortunately, you haven't told me anything. Well, that's fortunate, because between the two of us, I'd be the one walking away. Instead, I've got an offer you can't refuse. You'll miss out on all the fun, and I'd be grateful for your help. Trust me, having Galahad the Pure on your side is worth it. We're going to fight the Dalrita. We're driving that rabble out of the All-Mother's temple. And when we head home, we'll put their heads on pikes at the gates of the Forlorn Swords. That way the rest of those barbarians will know Camelot is still watching over them, even if we have to protect them from themselves. Interesting, no doubt, but I don't have time for them right now. Are you coming, or have you changed?